Chubstep.
Creating the oil of judgment.
Steed.
Chub. Step.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
Okay, well, I don't know if this is going to help you out at all, but he was also a frequent guest on the Colgate Comedy Hour. He did panels with Paul Julian, the guy who did the voice of the Roadrunner. Beep, beep.
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
Welcome back to Chubstep. A little bit longer of a break, but we deserved it.
Yeah, give us a break, please.
Yeah. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July.
Yeah.
All right. I just got a Facebook settlement for $30. Okay. I'm all about collecting from unique revenue streams.
There we go. Diversify.
Yeah. I think I signed up for that like 6 years ago.
I love those ones. Those always, the problem is I get scared of those because I'm like, oh, they're going to grab my information and do something with it. I never know if they're real or not.
Yeah, well, they got my information. I don't know what they do. I don't care.
Yeah, you're right. Take it.
Yeah. Fucking do it. Sell it for $35. Make a profit.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Before we get into this topic
Sure.
of the day, I solved crime.
Okay.
We will have to sacrifice Nebraska.
I can live with that.
Okay, so here's my crime. Here's my running platform. 2032.
Okay.
I think I can run. Oh no, wait, I can run for president in like the next 2028. I'll be running for office. On the platform, we turn Nebraska, we wall it in, first off. We wall in Nebraska.
Okay.
Then when you get out of jail, like if you're bad and you have to go to jail, when you get out of jail, we send them all to Nebraska. And we leave Nebraska like it has cities and corn and stuff. So these people, they're not in jail, but they have to live in Nebraska for like 2 years, maybe 5 years, depending on their sentence. And as long as they're good in Nebraska, then we can let them out of Nebraska.
Oh, no.
Okay. It's like a halfway house, but it's a halfway state.
Yeah.
It's a great concept. Is that something you're worried about? Is like what happens after somebody gets out of jail?
Well, you hear about like repeat offenders, and I got like guys, I have a nice statue near my apartment. It's Captain Vancouver, because I live in Vancouver.
Yes.
And he's holding a map and he's pointing to it. And somebody vandalized it, and on the map they wrote, "I love meth."
Okay.
And every time I go to the park, there's homeless guys just lying on the ground. And there's no camping in the park. Okay, that's the rule. It's on the sign.
Yeah.
So technically these guys should be in Nebraska. And there's some secret hole that I keep seeing homeless guys go into. Like there's a hole in the ground and they reach in there.
Like a gopher hole?
It's like,
how big is this hole?
It's a big hole. So there's like an electrical thing or something.
Sure.
Like there was a cover on it, and they go up. They like look around. They pull the cover off, and they look around, and I'm just watching. So they don't do a good job.
Yeah.
They go in there and then they like pull stuff out, and I've seen multiple different ones do it. And I'm like, what is in this hole?
Mm-hmm.
I want to get in there, but I'm like, well, what if I'm on camera going in the hole? And they're going to think I'm supplying the hole with something.
Or you don't. What if you get stuck in the hole? You go in the hole, somebody grabs you.
It's not. Well, you can guys go like they put their whole upper body in when they reach in there.
Yeah,
it's a big hole, and I don't know what's going on in there, but I think it's meth. I think it's meth related.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, I'm just sick of these guys wandering around.
Yeah, I was wondering where this was coming from. So basically, this is because you're just sick of the people outside of your fancy apartment building on the river with the balcony that overlooks everything. The problem is the thing you're overlooking is just a bunch of vagrants.
Yeah, it's vagrants. And I'm like, just put them in Nebraska. Get them out of here. Because
Okay.
you can't put them in jail because that's mean. But what if we just put them in Nebraska and them all live together, have fun out there?
Okay.
We build
And
the factories. So we build a bunch of factories, so there's lots of jobs for them.
yeah.
And we're increasing America's economy with all the factory items.
Yeah. My thought is they would move there and then also continue to do the same thing of spray painting.
Because if you do bad stuff there, you go to real jail.
I see. Okay.
And
so
then
there is a place worse than Nebraska.
Yes, and it's jail.
Okay.
And then your sentence increases.
Okay, I see.
Your Nebraska sentence.
Okay. Well, I think it's an interesting platform to run on. I would say start small. I would stay with start with the town, pick a small town in Nebraska and then go from there.
Okay, I don't think there's
do a
enough
test
room.
run. Do a test run.
Okay, with all the guys from Vancouver.
Sure.
Should I just okay, so I'll get a couple guys. We'll get a van.
Yeah, just get a van, pick up a couple of the vagrants, and then drive down to Nebraska, drop them off. They won't come back.
Yeah, but we need a fence. That's a key part of this. We got to keep them in there.
I want it. Yes. Okay. Agreed. I'm in, Steve. You want to, I'll vote for you. Yes. There you go.
Thanks.
Okay. I want to do a couple Chubstep ties recently. This is some bing bongs that happened recently. I saw an article here. Lil Jon. You see what happened with Lil Jon recently?
I didn't know he was alive.
Lil Jon's doing great. Actually, he's doing very good. He actually competed in the Muscle Beach.
No way.
Yes. He got third place in the Muscle Beach fitness competition. I'm gonna share my screen. Now, I think a little bit is biased.
Okay, hang on. Go up. Go back up. Go back.
Well, here he is.
What? This has got over 45 categories. Told you.
Oh, it says that?
Yeah, over 45 men's physique masters. Okay. So he's not he's not in the top, echelon.
Okay. I'm sorry I missed the details. You're right, because I forgot I don't know all the terms like you do. So yes, you're right. This is the over 45 men's physique. Lil Jon gets third place.
But he's in the masters.
Yes.
So, I'm pretty sure there's higher divisions than the masters, because right now I'm telling you, Lil Jon, no calf definition. Right. Like, look at those calves. Might as well just,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
I was more proud that he was doing this. Good for him that he was yeah, I don't need a rap right now. I'm gonna.
What is anybody get in? Should I join a men's bodybuilding thing? And then if I get an award, no, I don't want an award. I know I shouldn't be up there.
Okay.
Shouldn't be up there with Chris Bumstead. Okay.
Yeah.
Just blow my socks off.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I brought it up. Lil Jon should be ashamed.
Take a picture on your boat, Lil Jon. You don't got to enter a competition.
Well, I liked it. Okay. Well, then I'll talk two other things I saw. This was both on my flight to Montreal. AirCanada is airing two. I bet you the people that book the media for the air, that decide what movies they're going to be played, listen to Chubstep. There must be Chubstep fans. We have a lot of fans in Canada.
Yeah.
Is they had two movies. One was Cyr, CYR, which was that story about that strongman that I talked about, was the original world's strongest man.
Oh wow.
Louis Cyr. And they had that movie. A movie came out a couple of years about it, and that was literally on the plane.
Wow.
I didn't watch the movie, but obviously we just talked about that guy on the Strongman edition. And then secondly, Daredevil. Ben Affleck's Daredevil, both in the options of movies you could watch on the plane.
Oh, I mean, that's a coincidence. Strong one, or not?
It's got too strong to be
Yeah, I mean,
basically, I'm saying
we never talk about movies.
We don't talk about movies. I used to be very different. Obviously, they're more recent fans. Otherwise, there'd be a lot more Brendan Fraser stuff. I only saw The Mummy. There was obviously there was a Mummy.
Everybody has it.
But everybody has The Mummy, so I wasn't thinking that much. Anyway, so that was it. One thing I had to point this out about Montreal is very interesting, which I had never seen before. It had they have a very strong bike lane presence there, extra curbs for this bike lane. Ooh. But really kind of shitty sidewalks and stuff like that to get around. So I was wondering how do the whole time we're a wheelchair couldn't get through this at all. Like if somebody was, it was not ADA compliant. And to be fair, that's American Disabilities Act. So that it makes sense that it wouldn't be, part of that. But CDA, sure.
Yeah.
And there was just a lot. I'm like, God, people, they could not get around. People had a wheelchair or had a, hard time walking, really have a hard time. But then what I saw was people in these wheelchairs, kind of like the hover around things, the ones you'll see in Walmart as you go in, but going like 20 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
And these guys cruising in the bike lane.
Oh my God.
So I never seen this before where they go super fast on these electric wheelchairs cruising through the bike lane. And
We've probably got some regulations down here that like prevent them from going.
Yes. There's gotta be, and I've never seen one in the bike lane. So typically they're going super slow, like, walking speed, and they go on the sidewalk. This is like, no, the sidewalks suck here. We're going to just go on the bike lane and cruise.
Yeah, there was some piece of shit guy in one of those at a gas station around here, or like a little convenience shop.
Yeah.
I'm standing behind him in line. He's one of the guys that takes 12 minutes to check out. And the cashier's like, hey, sorry, like, thanks for waiting.
He's paying for something $25 in coins.
Yeah, it was ludicrous how long it took this freaking guy. And so then I check out in, 4.5 seconds. Like, it's normal. It's not hard. And I walk out, and this freaking guy that was dilly-dallying in the store, I start walking. He just speeds past me on his freaking thing. Now he's in some big rush.
That's how it goes. Once he's done with you. All right. Well, it sounds like people in your area are doing great, Steve. It seems like really loving all your neighbors.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna go nuts.
Okay.
I gotta move back to the south. Those people are nice. Considerate.
All right. Well, let's get to the main topic of the show.
Okay.
Don't double click that iPhone headphone and skip this podcast, because we'll be right back with more Chubstep.
What made you think about this electricity? Is there just somebody trying to shock you in Vancouver?
So I wanted to do electricity because much like magnets, I realized I don't know how electricity works. I was just like, how does electricity? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just on. What's going on with it?
Yeah.
So I did, a bunch of research, and I got to the bottom. Now, I did do the research almost a week ago now. So it might get a little confusing for you guys in case I forgot some points. But I got the research. It's time to learn about electricity, people.
Okay. You want to start with like a Steed Science here on electricity?
Yeah, let's start with the Steed Science.
Okay.
Here we go.
Everything in this world is made up of matter. And those matters behave with each other in certain ways. And that, students, is chemistry. Everything in this world is made up of matter. And those different matters behave amongst each other in different ways. And that, children, is Steed Science.
Okay. And this is what's gonna. This pissed me off a lot. This is gonna piss you off a lot. It should piss you off. This should piss off everyone.
Yeah.
The key to all electricity is magnets. I'm not joking. I wish I was joking. I'm not joking. There's I think 1% of electricity that's generated does not use magnets right now. And there's probably magnets in it. I don't know. There's probably magnets somehow. But that's only solar. Okay, well, let's get to the bottom of it. We got to do a little background knowledge, okay? So everybody knows what an atom is, right?
Yeah.
You know what an atom is? Yeah. Okay. And then you know that the atom has protons and electrons that orbit this atom. Because that makes sense, right? Everything's just spinning. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad how this stuff works. It makes no sense. Okay. So protons, I guess, are not cool for whatever reason. Nobody gives a shit about protons. Electrons people seem to give a lot of shits about. They're the negatively charged one. Now, this also makes me mad because you have two things. How do you just assign one a negative? I mean, you could have just assigned an electron a positive charge. And then that one could have been.
Well, I think this might be confusing enough for people. Let's not maybe throw in why science is the way it's,
Okay, I'm just saying that they could have flip-flopped them. The electricity is made from the energy that is holding these atoms together, these electrons onto the atoms. So there's a binding force between the electrons and the atom, and we harness that by forcing the removal of those electrons. Okay, that's the basic electricity premise here.
Explain as you would a child.
In generator thing. So you want to take the atoms or the electrons of the atom, right? Because you can't just make them come off. So you need a generator. That's what makes the electricity. And turbine-driven generators, which are the most common thing, like think of like a water dam, a nuclear power. Most of them use turbine generators. Solar or wind power uses turbine generators. All these are turbine generators. And these magnets are in the center of these. Because to get the electrons flowing in a certain way, you need a really strong magnet in the middle of a generator to get the electrons shooting down your tube or whatever, or your wire, this bullshit wire. But I mean, I was staring at this stuff for like 5 hours and I still, again, do not understand how it's so stupid how this works.
Okay.
And then there's AC and DC power, which the band was named after, actually. It wasn't like a different reference. They actually named it after power. It was on a sewing machine, apparently. Alternating current and direct current. So direct current shoots the electrons continuously down the tube. Alternating current, they just pulse back and forth. Chook, 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 pulls back and forth. And with direct current, I was like, how come they don't run out of electrons?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't they just be shooting all the electrons off the metal? What's going to happen there? Well, it's usually in a loop, so you get most of those electrons back. And then these things are grounded. So they put them in the ground, and they can pull electrons out of the ground if it needs more electrons. Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
So that's what grounding does. It makes it so the electrons can go.
So they can go bye-bye?
They can go wherever they need to. You're just connecting electrons to more electrons.
Yeah.
So
Steed, okay. Is this where it ends? Is this electricity?
You think that's electricity? I guess it's using the energy. Okay, I'm dumbing it down more. So, no, we'll do a windmill. Windmill starts spinning. That spins stuff around a magnet. Magnet shoots out electrons because magnets do what magnets want to do. The electrons go down the tube. Then they smash into your TV.
The tube being the wire.
Yeah, the wire.
Okay.
They smash into your TV's power source. And that spreads them out.
So that you can
TV.
watch the wire on the TV.
Yep. You could watch this happening live if you wanted to.
I just meant to show the wire.
Oh, yeah. Mike, Chubstep Mike loves that show. He's watching it right now. He just texted me about it. The electrons go down the tube, hit stuff, and the energy from them being removed from their atom is why they have energy. And that energy gets transferred into your phone or your TV or whatever. And then that's it. So,
thank you.
Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know.
Okay, yeah. You must show Chubstep at podcast.gmail.com. To remind people, magnets was a Steed Science a while ago where people left. Some said they might have, learned some more. Some walked away with more questions than answers from.
I had more questions.
All right, I'm going to liven it up a little bit here, Steed, with the risks of electricity here. Now that we know how it was moved from, I don't know, wind to electricity.
Yeah, wind.
Here's like a natural occurring source of electricity. I'm talking about lightning.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
More specifically, people that get struck by lightning. More specifically, Roy C. Sullivan. You know about Roy C. Sullivan?
No, but I feel like he's got quite the tail.
Known as the Spark Ranger.
Oh Jesus!
Or the human lightning rod. This guy between 1942 and 1977 was struck by lightning 7 times.
Holy crap! On purpose?
No.
No way.
He was a park ranger. This is insane. So he actually has the Guinness World Record. He did not die from any of them. That's the craziest thing. He died at 71. Oh my God. Well, it's actually sad. I didn't hear how he actually committed suicide at the age of 71.
Oh, yeah, great, Jared.
Yeah.
You said you were going to liven it up a little. This is your idea.
Yeah, well, okay. Okay, it was a sad ending to a story here. But yeah, I don't know what the deal was.
Probably sick and tired of getting hit by lightning.
Yeah, it could be. So he was
I would live in fear.
Yeah. So again, other people documented all these things. He was a park ranger. So like one of them was a couple, he said part of it, he's in a lookout tower. He's in these tall things, right? One time he was struck while he was driving his truck. One time he was in his front yard, seared his left shoulder while he's doing something. He got some injuries from these things.
Jesus. Where did he work? A mountaintop?
Set his hair on fire one time. And then one time he was at a pool. One time it hurt his ankle. Like it was like his wife was also struck once.
Oh my God.
When she was hanging their clothes in the backyard. It's a pretty crazy. So he was from kind of southeast Virginia, that sort of area.
Okay, they're known for lightning strikes.
Well, we've talked about.
You think he would just go inside? Rained.
Yeah. Well,
I've been outside in the rain a lot. I've never been hit by lightning. My grandma got struck.
Your grandma's been struck by lightning.
It went through. Well, she was on the phone, and there's witnesses to this. And this is, in the not too old. It's maybe like 80s, 90s, older house. Went through the phone line and blue sparks shot through her mouth.
God.
Yeah. That witnesses saw it.
Is this your grandma that's like 102?
No. She's probably been struck by lightning 25 times.
Okay. So, all 7 strikes were documented when he was the superintendent of Shenandoah National Park.
Good God. That is so unlucky.
Yeah. Well, unlucky or insane that he also survived all that.
Yeah, I never fear lightning. Even in a brutal thunderstorm, I'm just walking around. And I'm like, what are you going to do, lightning? What?
I guess that nothing can happen, right? I mean, the chances of that, yeah.
I mean, 2 people just died from it.
Yeah,
elk hunting. But a lot of times, cows, farmers will just go and 20 cows will be dead.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. What?
Well, because they're just standing in the middle of an open field, nothing else around it.
Yeah.
Right. And they've no cover. And they're just like, okay, yeah, I can't do anything. Mm-hmm.
Because those electrons, you know why lightning forms?
No.
Too many electrons up in there. And they want to go equalize the electron air to ground ratio. So that's why the lightning comes and shoots down to the ground.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if you're, standing on the ground, bridging that gap, as they say, then you're going to get electronified.
Got it. Seriously.
Okay. Super bing bong into my next thing.
Okay.
This has a lot to do with lightning.
Bing bong.
And a fraud. Did you know? Or did you think? Were you under the impression that Benjamin Franklin invented electricity?
Okay. I guess in my mind, I've heard this. When I think of electricity, I do think, Benjamin Franklin invented electricity. But I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense. You can't invent electricity.
It's
Like,
always been there.
yeah, it's always been there. There's no inventing it. Like, so it doesn't even make any sense.
But like in
I always,
school, you come up
yes.
and you learn Ben Franklin invented electricity.
Yeah, you definitely associate him with like the invention of electricity and like him flying a kite with a key on it, and then
Yeah, the kite and the lightning. And then he was like, "Oh my god, I invented electricity."
Yeah.
It turns out American school textbooks are just straight up lying.
Yeah,
teaching you the complete wrong thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, hang on, Ben Franklin, did he invent electricity? I think they call him like the father of electricity. He didn't do shit. He did not do shit.
Yeah.
So this is back in 1746 when he started, or I guess it's documented, he started getting interested in electricity. This is where electricity was at when he found it. There was like a jar, and this guy had some serum in this jar, and it could store electricity, and I guess it would glow a little bit or some shit.
I don't know what this guy is keeping his private serum in a jar. I don't know much.
It was called a Leyden jar. And they started calling them like an electrical battery because they could store a charge.
Okay.
Essentially. And basically to make a battery, I think you need what's it called? All of our batteries kind of work this way. You need electrolytes. So you need Gatorade. You could probably do it with Gatorade.
Gatorade battery? Yeah.
Yeah, Gatorade battery. So Ben Franklin is like, holy shit, this is awesome. Or whatever. And in 1752 or whatever, this is before the war.
Yep.
Magicians used to use it for tricks and like make sparks. They found out how to like use electricity a little bit.
Yeah.
Nobody had any use for it. They had no idea what an electron was, so they didn't know shit.
Yeah.
Ben Franklin, he was like, oh, this is really interesting. And he's like, all right, you know what? I bet lightning is electricity. So he's like, I'm going to go test that. And I'm going to get this stupid key and this kite. Whatever. Dumbest thing you can do unless you're that guy that survived 7 strikes.
Yeah.
Guess what? It shocked him.
Shocking.
Freaking lightning and a lightning storm shocked him, and he went, oh man, lightning is electricity. That's all he did. That's all he did for electricity.
So he just associated lightning with electricity. That's really all it was.
Yes, he figured out lightning was electricity, and every other scientist was like, yeah. They're like, yeah, Ben.
Yeah, no shit.
Why'd you do that? You seriously tied a kite to lightning that kills people? And for some reason, American textbooks think that he, is worth mentioning in the books.
It's a weird one.
So Ben Franklin fraud.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you. I wanted to talk about something else that's a little bit more exaggerated as well, a little bing bong here. It's the Edison Tesla feud.
Bing bong.
I love that feud.
Yeah, apparently it is grossly exaggerated.
Really? The feud between them?
Apparently more of the feud was between like the companies that kind of like Edison Electric and Westinghouse, between AC and DC, more about patents and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Versus like actual rivalries. Apparently like Tesla even wrote like nice things about Edison when he passed away.
That's nice.
They said the
Tesla
most
was
direct
like
insult
crazy.
Tesla ever made was comparing Edison's obsessive trial and error method to searching for a needle in a haystack without reasoning. Yet in the same article, he praised Edison's genius. So
he's like, I just do things different.
So apparently, it's there was this big basically, there's a lot of stuff about how like there's a bunch of stories that were created, but like exaggerated and kind of invented later about like some bonus betrayal that he was supposed to get and didn't get, and the stuff about Edison stealing Tesla's patents. Tesla basically had the rights to the AC inventions, which Edison didn't even want. So like things like that. So people like basically created the story kind of after the fact, or to maybe kind of spark up some rivalry. But apparently the two of them kind of were like, yeah, we're good with each other.
We're
Like,
doing
cool.
kind of different stuff.
Yeah.
And I
Different
thought
enough stuff.
I learned that they were more like energy, like transportation. That was their big thing. Like just moving electricity from one place to another. Like that was their main contributions. Because it was hard to get, a power plant and then drive the electricity to Philadelphia, downtown Philadelphia. So they were really good at distributing electricity. Something your father might know about.
That's true. Or somebody who is driving an electric car might know something about transporting electricity or one thing. That, of course, being none other than Mr. Ben Affleck.
What? He drives a Tesla?
As he was driving his electric Ford Bronco.
Whoa, what the hell?
Which recently as a year ago.
Wow.
Actually died on the side of the road with his son. He was driving with
Ford
his son.
Bronco did? Is that a new one or old?
This is an old one that looks like retrofitted, yeah.
Wow.
They were dressed to the nine in matching suits.
They were dressed to the nine.
And his electric Ford Bronco had to be towed.
That car looks cool as hell.
Unclear what happened to the vehicle, though. It actually looks very nice.
Damn, Ben Affleck.
So that was it.
Stuck on the road with son.
TMZ is the worst.
They are absolutely the worst. So you've learned so much about electricity, right?
Yeah.
And you're probably wondering, I want to do that. I want to make my own electricity. Why am I plugged into the system?
Why am I paying dollars per month for utilities?
Yeah, my utilities here, it was $60 for 3 months.
Yeah.
In the summer.
Yeah.
But I want to be off because I want to run my air conditioning to 62 and not feel bad about the environmental impact.
There you go.
Okay, so there are ways that you can do this. The best way, in my opinion, is you got to find a little stream and you build your own dam. You get a magnet, wrap the stuff around it, wrap the things around it, have the dam spin it, maybe use some like wooden paddle things, because you don't want to use gasoline. And then this also is going to double as a sluice box for gold mining operations in that river.
Okay. Good idea to double dip.
Yep. So you're going to power your camp. You're going to be able to buy all the lumber and air conditioning units you want with all the gold money. And you're going to be living free, living off the grid. That's what this show's about. How to get yourself to live off the grid.
Okay.
You need a few guns too.
That's key for anybody living off the grid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. People are going to try and take your gold and your electricity.
This is a side note, but I wonder what percentage of people that live, quote unquote, off the grid don't own a gun. I bet you it's less than 10%.
I would say it's
less than 5%.
I'd say the closest number is 0.
I think that's a required. You live off the grid.
I like your nurse's uniform, guy.
These are OR scrubs.
Oh, are they?
Got anything else going?
Yeah, my final thing is just basically about the amount of outages that are caused by like ridiculous things all the time.
Oh my God, it is. Yeah.
So it's like there was 20,000, like 20, actually earlier this year, there's a bunch of people, just a series of blackouts. It's like 20,000 customers over 6 days around North Carolina area, same area this guy was getting struck by lightning 7 times. And they found out it was just snakes, a series of snakes just
my
going
God.
into substations and having things explode.
Wow.
A series of days, a series of snakes. There's been times where like a beaver's gnawed down a utility pole, knocked out stuff
beavers.
for 33,000 people. You've got guys that are doing like donuts in a parking lot, hit a utility pole. Guy that stole a forklift runs into a utility pole. I mean, there's a million times that people running into like
into the pole. Okay, you can't steal electricity. There's the only electricity crimes are people like shocking people. I don't know. Doesn't sound fun. But electricity theft is a thing. in the world, 89.3 billion US dollars are lost due to electricity theft.
Wow.
Economic dollars. People sticking it to the man.
It is crazy how much, like, especially if you go for guys I see in like third world countries, like just where they're pulling electricity from.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy to see some of the stuff.
It's wild. So the number one country is India.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
Yeah, they steal I think $16 billion a year. Yeah, $16 billion a year, US dollars in electricity. Brazil is next with 10.5 billion. Then Russia, suck it, Putin, 5.1 billion.
Yeah.
Some ways they do this here. I'm gonna, just in case you're looking, you don't want to make your own power, but you still don't want to pay for it. You can hook into the cable or the other power line. So while this is probably dangerous, it can shock you and make a fire. This is the easiest way. You just attach a wire to the other wires.
Yeah,
and go bango.
And you're skipping basically the electric meter.
Now that you mentioned that, you can bridge around the meter. So this one's a little bit safer. You can get a wire, just bypass the meter. You don't need the meter. Fuck the meter.
Who needs a meter?
Yeah. You can inject a foreign element into the energy meter. Apparently this slows down the flow of electrons. So it says it's using, I don't know what element, it doesn't say. But that'll make it read less, so you can say, hey, I didn't use any power. You can spin the little disc in the meter.
Yeah.
Or put something in the meter, because the numbers just turn. That's how they read it. That's all these stupid things do. So you can shove stuff in there to make the numbers turn slower. Then you're paying less for power. It's that easy, people. Get out there. That easy. What is this? An ESD attack on an electronic meter? I don't know what. Electrostatic discharge. Okay. So apparently that'll fuck up your meter.
Just destroy your meter.
No. You just shove stuff in the little things.
Yeah.
And then just say a crackhead did it.
Yeah. I would love to hear some stories of meter maid, not a meter maid, like I'd love to hear some stories of people that go and check the meters around houses. They don't do it utilities are starting to move to smart meters, which don't even need to be done, and probably harder to hack with stuff. You would computer hack it, I'm sure that's how you do it. But I want to hear some stories from those guys, because those guys, for years have to go into people's yard every day and they're checking,
they probably see some wild shit.
They've seen it all. So if there's anybody that listens to that knows somebody that does that or does it themselves, email show chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. I'd like to hear some stories.
Yeah, I want to hear the best things shoved into one.
Yeah. Oh,
I'd glue it. That's what I'd do. I'd put glue in there.
Ridiculous.
So you heard it here.
Yeah, you heard it here.
Glue up those meters.
Glue it. All right. Well, email the show chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts and watch it. Share the episodes with a friend. We enjoy that. And new episodes once a week. Yep. There you go. The show has ended. I'll be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.